Hello, this is Margot Rose of Body Aware Grieving, and we like to make our articles available to participants on the website who prefer audio to reading. And here is one of our newest articles called Surviving a Storm, Emerging Stronger. The story of Noah's Ark symbolizes our ability to rebuild a new life after a major catastrophe and appears in various forms within Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and other traditions. If you'd like to learn more about the story of Noah's Ark, there's an excellent overview on Wikipedia. You can just type in Noah's Ark. For most of us, our lives have clearly defined periods of change, like a new year, birthday, at various stages of aging, after a major change like loss of a loved one, moving to a different home, an illness or injury, at the end or start of a new job or romance. Some experiences we choose willfully. Others happen by chance, whether we prefer them or not. During each new phase, we have an opportunity to make choices about which habits, people, and attitudes are worth bringing with us into our future lifestyle. The story of Noah's Ark comes to mind. Knowing that a major flood was coming that could wipe out the world as it was previously known, Noah had to look at which people and animals he wanted to bring with him in order to create a new community and way of living. Other species and perhaps ideas were left behind, even though it was likely they would die and become extinct. The same can be true for each of us as individuals. We have amazing power to look at how our own actions and the circumstances of our past in order to choose which skills, people, and behaviors will help us build a more efficient and enjoyable future. Here's an example from my own life. When I was younger, I was easily irritated and often stressed over small details of little importance. I could feel happy or peaceful on occasion. Many other times, though, I would be in a bad mood, repeating a negative idea or worrying in a way that was neither productive or pleasant. Then everything changed when I was faced with a series of intense challenges. For a few years in a row, I went through what seemed like a flood of difficulties. Multiple family members were sick and dying, making enough money to live on was a struggle, and romances crumbled and fell away when they were most needed. It truly felt as if rain, darkness, and howling wind were pounding down from the sky above, turning what once had been solid ground beneath my feet into mud. Often it seemed like I was grabbing at branches and rocks to try to stabilize myself. For what turned into much longer than 40 days and 40 nights, I was trying to figure out what to hold on to as the rush of life changes swept my feet out from beneath me like a river. Help came from the support and love of my friends and the memory of my previous self when I had been more confident. Now, very thankfully, life is much calmer. Though many friends and family members are gone, the ones who remain shine like a golden sun. Following the stormy years, it was as if I had landed on the beaches of a foreign land, and for many months, I just wanted to rest and explore my new surroundings and self as gently as possible. Initially, it was very confusing since circumstances were so different. Now, both physical and emotional energy is returning to my body, and life has become very exciting. As I begin to move in fresh directions, I notice I'm stronger than before. After learning to stand, walk, and even dance in the rain, moving on dry land feels effortless. Just knowing enough to appreciate the absence of crisis is a huge gift. Small irritations like slow traffic, rude behavior, or a sudden change in plans do not bother me like before. When I start to get upset, I'm wise enough to remember not to waste my energy on useless worries or minor problems. Knowing more about life means enjoying every sweet part of each peaceful day. New skills I did not realize I had gained are emerging. If I learn that one of my friends is in the hospital after an accident, or that another has just learned of their parent's illness, I can stay very calm. Immediately, I realize that it's my turn now to help them, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. Even in dramatic circumstances that surely would have made me frantic before, I rise to the occasion easily. that I hardly recognize this incredibly capable person that I have become. It's natural now to savor the good times and know how to sustain myself and others during hard ones. This is not the person I used to be. It was the flooding and rain that helped create this new life that is so preferable. After each challenge, I have fewer fears and more skills. My goal in writing you is to remind you that even if you are currently in a rainy or dark period, that the times that come next may be better in ways that you cannot currently predict. You have an opportunity to become a person so improved it will surprise and enliven you. We have created Body Aware Grieving in the hopes that people in transition can hold on to our practical healing techniques and ideas during rainy times. We want to help stabilize, support, encourage, and instruct you with any wisdom possible while you make it past whatever storms you are currently moving through. We invite you to become familiar with whichever sections of our website most suit your circumstances. Let me and the staff of Body Aware Grieving know what areas you'd like to see expand. Use the comment section, anonymously if you prefer, to tell your story, make requests, or ask questions. I am producing a new book with 40 healing techniques and 40 complementary physical exercises that will become available this year. Live workshops, retreats, a call-in radio show, and online programs are also coming soon. In 2012, the words on this screen will be coming alive as we build an interactive body-aware grieving community. We welcome participants from the healing arts, hospice, medical and psychological providers, fitness practitioners, caregivers, religious organizations, addiction recovery, and suicide prevention communities to share their wisdom and knowledge. We can function like those who made it onto Noah's Ark, and together we are able to use the best and worst from the past to invent a new world of opportunity. If you would like to be notified as new material and options to become involved emerge, subscribe and we will gladly send you our updates. If you work for or know about an organization that would like to collaborate with us in any way, please have them email me directly through this website at margo@bodyawaregrieving.com. We have a great year coming up and look forward to sharing it with you. Best wishes, Margo Rose.